They say that travel widens the mind, and I have to agree. And my absolute favourite place to travel to is the stunningly beautiful island of Evia in Greece. And I just love those beautiful evenings where the sun is beginning to set and you get this beautiful light. And it puts me in mind of one time when I was sat just watching a view, very much like this, and watching the sun as it dipped towards the horizon. And as I just sat in my own thoughts, I noticed something rather strange. Just across the table, on the back of the chair opposite, there was a huge green grasshopper. You know, one of those really huge ones that you get in hot European countries. They're armoured. And there it sat. And the grasshopper looked at me and I looked at the grasshopper. And I watched it for a moment, a little bit curious. And it travelled down the back of the chair, down the arm, down the leg, and down onto the tiled floor where its little armoured feet tapped. I smiled and thought no more of it, and I continued to watch that beautiful sunset. And then something caught my eye again, and there it was, the grasshopper, right on the back of the chair again, right where it had been before. And now I was getting really curious. What was it doing? What was its purpose? What was its highest positive intention? And so I watched it some more. And again, it went down the back of the chair, down the arm, down the leg, and onto the tiled floor. Now I was getting really curious. And so I continued to watch. And the grasshopper did the same thing again, to the back of the chair and down again. And as I watched comfortably in my chair, that grasshopper repeated the exact same behaviour another 8 times. And in that moment, as I watched the sunset, I made myself a promise. And that promise was, I've noticed something here. That grasshopper has been up and down and up and down the chair 10 times. And at the end of each activity, it had achieved exactly the same thing. Absolutely nothing. And so what was my promise? My promise to myself was never be like the grasshopper.